What's up, guys? My name is Scott. We are here today in my garden in Colorado. We are going to be planting some tomatoes. So this year I'm going to try and grow some indeterminate tomatoes. We're going to throw them up on these trellises that I made. And I'm a relatively new gardener, so hopefully this will go well. Yeah, got them at Costco, so I'm pretty jazzed. Let's get into it. I've never grown indeterminate tomatoes before. I've only ever done just like super bushy determinates, which I think this is gonna be okay. I'm not sure. I've never done the like string trellising method, so we're gonna try it. I hope this support structure that I created is good enough. Going with early girl because that's what the internet told me has the shortest growing length and is the easiest to grow out here in Colorado. This is probably not the correct way to do this. Please, anybody who's actually a gardener definitely is gonna roast me. But I don't know a better way to take all this stuff out of here. These things are lifesavers, man. Alrighty. These are huge plants. Costco really provided, man. Honestly, I'm in love with Costco. So here we are. Looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna cut up my string to go from the top down and get that set up before we plant these, just so they have a little bit more support. I picked up this can of twine from McGuckin Hardware, and I'm pretty jazzed on it, honestly. It's a rather snazzy system of twining something. So we'll just tie these guys up here and drop it all the way to the ground. One of the things about this that I like the most is that the can itself has a little knife on it, so you can kind of cut things when you're done. Yeah, nice, that's cool. Excellent. Now we'll do 2 more of these. You know, I come from a climbing background, so you'd think I have better knot skills for this, but honestly, just do whatever works. Like I said before, I'm a relatively new gardener. This is my 3rd season, so I have no idea if this is gonna work. I just have not that much space, so we're gonna see if this method is actually good enough. First of the plants going in. This guy is the big one. Dig a nice deep hole here. Make sure we get all the way to the bottom of the bed, because tomatoes sprout along their entire stem, which is awesome. Gives more access to roots. And in we go. Not gonna lie, the combination of black coffee and filming myself for the internet has made me quite jittery this morning. So that looks pretty good. All right, and we'll bring the string down, and we'll just do a little tie little knot on here. And then we'll wind the tomato around the string. And it should, in theory, grow up the vine and support itself. There we go. Now we will wind it. Make sure that it is nice and supported. And then, eventually, you'll slice off the lower guys here so we get nice airflow within the tomato. Now we're going to do 6 plants total today, which should give us a nice yield. All right, in she goes. Enough space. And cover her all up. Good. Cool. And one more for the early girl variant. Now the reason I'm doing this is because this is a commercial greenhouse method of planting tomatoes, and it looks to me like there's a very high yield and not a whole lot of space. So that's really cool, because I garden in a community garden plot. There just isn't a ton of space. I mean, this whole plot is mine, but I want to get the most action I possibly can out of such a small area. Also, it's going to look cool. I'm also I like aesthetics, so can't beat like tomatoes that are 6 feet high and growing really nicely. Again, I'm sure like experienced gardeners are going to roast me for doing stuff wrong, but third season, trying it out. Hopefully it goes well. It's okay if you break these suckers off, because we're going to take them off anyway. Just going to wrap it around, and boom. So as the tomato plant grows higher, you just keep wrapping it around. And there you go. Should be good. Let me show you the difference between this like trellising method and the like cage method that these tomatoes come in. This is the cage method right here. You can see how bushy they are. And this is the trellising method. You can see that there's like much more room around the stalk. So they'll grow up and not out, which is what we want. Big tomatoes, nice and tall. Should be good, hopefully. That's what the internet says. Now, if we learned anything from the last setup, we'll do the twine first before we take the tomatoes out. Again, I'm sure there's a much better way to do this than what I'm doing. So, someone who knows what they're doing should definitely comment on how to take out gigantic plants like that. So the goal is for you guys to be able to follow the garden a little bit along the season. I'll be doing a lot of gardening videos and fishing videos and mountain lifestyle video stuff. So should be good. Nice, that looks good. You guys a little bit of a garden tour after I'm done here, so you can see what else I've got going on. You want to wrap it the same direction every time, otherwise it cuts into the plant, hurts it. Look at that root system. Nice, looks good. These are pretty healthy plants. I'm pretty excited about these ones, honestly. Okay, that looks pretty good. Maybe I'll take off this one too. Shoop. Like I said, I am shooting in the dark here, so hopefully it works. You know, it's a good day, and there's dirt on your fingers. It doesn't really matter what my hands look like, but I want the dirt off them. If you guys didn't know, I make all the TikToks for Gerber, like Gerber knives, and people always comment in the video that my hands are disgusting. So that's fun, but it's nice to be able to just wash them off. So look at all the airflow around the stems. That's going to be perfect for growing nice and tall. If anyone has any pointers on how to make them grow taller, fertilizing, etc., please drop it in the comments so I do not make a fool of myself. Now we're just going to water the tomatoes in, get them nice and wet, let them set in there, and then we should be good to go. Super quick overview of what I actually have in the garden. We have tomatoes that we just planted, we've got white onions, we've got red onions, we've got white and red onions, we've got garlic here, we've got strawberries, they look great. We've got the herb bed, we've got potatoes, and then these two beds are going to be rotated out with peppers, so this will be peppers. And once this lettuce is finished off, which is going to be here soon because it's getting really hot, then we'll have some pepper beds, which would be great. So yeah, little garden tour. All right, you guys, that was a planting video. There will be more gardening and adventure content to come, but for now, see you later.